This is the plaintiff, Marissa Passaro. She says she dropped off her jewelry at the defendant's pawn shop, and when she went to retrieve it, she was told there'd been a robbery and her stuff was gone. This was the first time she ever used the pawn shop, and unfortunately, you live and you learn. Bottom line, she just wants what's owed to her, and that's $5,000, the value of her stolen property. This is the defendant, Shamoli Kapoor. She says she had a robbery, and unfortunately, the thugs made off with the plaintiff's stuff. Besides, the woman pawned her things for $150, and now it's worth the $5,000 she's suing for today. Come on, madam, be real. Bottom line, this wasn't her fault or her mistake, and she owes nothing. She's accused of losing the loot.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff left her jewelry at the defendant's pawn shop, and when she came to get it back, she was told there was a robbery and it was all gone. The defendant says the plaintiff is grossly inflating what the stuff is worth. It's the case of robbed twice.
Thank you, Douglas. Marissa Passaro?
Yes.
You are suing pawn shop of Amityville, represented by the owner. You're the owner, Shamoli Kapoor. You're the manager.
Manager.
You're suing them for $5,000, the cost of items that were stolen from the pawn shop, I guess.
Yes.
And you couldn't pick up. Tell me what happened here.
Well, basically, I made a foolish mistake by going there for a small loan. I wasn't looking to get rid of my jewelry.
What jewelry did you go pawn?
I had my engagement ring, my wedding band, and a diamond cross of my daughter's. And it's more sentimental value than...
So, and you pawned it for how much?
It was a loan. It was $150. It was only a loan. It wasn't...
Why so much for $150?
Well, that's what they, I just needed that for that moment.
What did you need it for so bad that you would put in someone else's custody stuff that you say is so sentimental to you?
Well, I have 4 children, and just at the time I needed the money.
All right, so you put it in pawn, and the time is up in January. You go to pick it up within the right amount of time. Do you have the ticket?
Yes, I do.
Let me see the ticket. And what happened?
I spoke to one of the employees, which is the same gentleman, is there pretty much every time that I went there.
Where's he? Why isn't he here?
Ma'am, he left the job. He's no more.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, I called on the 23rd of January, which was 3 days prior to me redeeming my jewelry, just to verify that I had the
Are you still married?
Yes, I am.
Oof. Did he have no problem with this?
I mean, he was upset. He went and talked to the gentleman.
No, I meant before with you pawning it.
He was upset, but, sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do.
Oh my gosh. It's just so bad when it's for $150.
Yeah, I mean,
of all things, it's bad enough if it's just other jewelry, but your engagement ring?
Yeah.
How badly could you need the $150?
So basically, when I came in person, I had my money, and that's when he said that my jewelry was gone. And I also have a copy of the police report. I have the phone records.
Let me see the police report. There was a burglary?
Yes.
When was the burglary?
Exactly, I don't know the date.
Do you have a police report?
Yes, I have the police report.
Let me see your police report. Because this copy has a lot of things taken out of it. Who gave you this? Do you know the name?
I don't know his name. It was
Who's the guy who was always there? Do you know?
No.
What does he look like?
A young gentleman with dark hair.
Do you know who she's talking about?
No, ma'am.
Who are you? Do you work for the CIA or something? Like what?
So would you pawn your engagement ring for $150?
No,
How much would you pawn it for?
I wouldn't.
Would never pawn.
No, I wouldn't.
What about you?
No, I would not ever pawn it.
$5,000.
No.
You paused. You paused just that much. Going inside the courtroom.
Who do you work for?
Ma'am, actually, a lot of people work over there. Some people work as a temporary employee, some leave. The guy, I think, who was working over there, he left.
Okay, right. And then the guy who stole $30,000 worth of jewelry also left,
Yes.
right? With the $30,000 worth of jewelry?
He left
Because
the
it wasn't a
country.
robbery at gunpoint that happened. What
Yes.
happened is that, according to the police report, you guys hired somebody who
Yes.
was the only person with a key. There's no sign of forced entry on the safe, and there's $30,000 missing in the from $3,000 in cash and the rest in jewelry from the safe.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Okay. Was there an insurance claim?
No,
Why not?
because the employee robbed it. He
Oh,
told
and the
me
insurance doesn't cover if it's an inside job.
that I don't know too much about it, but it is not. I don't think so. It is covered or not.
Well, that would make sense, actually. What proof do you have of the value of the items?
I have the original receipt. I also have a
For what?
for the engagement ring. I do not have.
What did you need? You have to answer my question. What did you need $150 for so much that you would hand over your engagement ring?
I have 4 children.
Yeah, I know.
My husband was not working at that moment.
Food?
Basically, basic needs. It wasn't like anything that wasn't a necessity. If it was not a necessity, I would never have done it.
You did
And
it behind
I
your
didn't-
husband's back?
I did not bring it there.
You did it behind your husband's back?
Basically.
How did he react?
I mean, he was a little upset, but
And how did he react when the jewelry's missing?
he was very upset.
Show me your receipt.
It's from 2007. The original purchase price was $36.95, and I had upgraded another ring. That's why you see the $7.99.
What is upgraded another ring?
I had a different engagement ring, and they allow you to kind of trade
Was it
it
from
in.
the same guy?
Yes.
I mean, no, it could be, you
Yes.
kept it from a different and you don't want it anymore. All right, so you had upgraded your engagement ring.
Right.
I got it.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, can I see the ticket?
I can't even see the ticket, and I've got glasses and the magnifying glass.
Okay, no, I just need to see a ticket. I'll tell you everything. Can I please?
What ticket are you referring to? Her receipt?
From my shop.
Oh, okay.
The pawn, the tier card.
Yeah, hand her the pawn ticket.
Thank you. Okay, ma'am, there is no diamond ring. There is one diamond ring, but it is not a engagement ring. Otherwise, we will mention it as an engagement ring.
Well, how do we know that?
We
I don't know what your employee who's
Ma'am,
not
we
here to
usually-
testify would tell me what he
Ma'am, I'm
usually
just
does.
telling you
Yeah.
that we usually mention it. If it is an engagement diamond solitaire ring, we mention it.
It says platinum diamond on there.
It's just a
I
platinum
mean, all you
ring.
right, but you're saying I should glean from that it wasn't an engagement ring. I might glean from that your people are lazy. Is this the only ticket that you give folks?
Yes. Ma'am, it is written on
Hold
the
on a moment, ma'am. We are not responsible for loss or damage by fire, water, riot, burglary, robbery, holdup, or theft, nor for any loss or damage caused by any other casualty, act of God, or public enemy. Okay, that's nice, except for that the problem is that your little casualty was caused by negligent hiring
I
because it was an
understand.
inside job. So
It-
that would be if somebody put a gun to your heads and made you hand it over. That's a good disclaimer that pretty much every pawn shop has. That's why you don't do business there, okay? Did you read any of this stuff before you pawned your stuff?
Not entirely.
Not entirely, because it's one card. It doesn't take long to read. Why wouldn't you just read it?
All I know is I went there in confidence, not
Yeah, I
thinking-
understand. I am more sick about this than you are because I would never have gone there to begin with. Okay, but when it says here, for the purposes of determining any claims against us, this pledge shall be deemed to have a value of not exceeding twice the amount of our loan stated on the ticket. And in no event or suit shall we be liable on any claim in excess of that amount unless a higher value has been agreed upon between us and has been stated in writing upon this ticket and upon the stub or pledge card signed by you. Is there another stub or pledge card besides this?
No,
Nothing else that you signed?
no,
Did you put a value on these items when they took them?
no,
No. Did you read that would limit your recovery here?
no, I did not.
Did you read it before you came to the people's court? I mean, it's 10 paragraphs that you'd have to read before you walk in here. Am I going to believe you never read it? Come on, you read it.
I didn't read the entire thing.
Okay, did you read it? Did you read what I just asked you? Because if not, you shouldn't be in charge of 4 kids. Did you read what I just asked you? Did you read that? Why are you suing for $3,695 when you didn't pay that for your ring?
Because the value went up. That's what I was told, because it was purchased in 2007.
I mean, they could say it's worth $5 million and I'm giving you a deal, and that doesn't mean it's really worth $5 million. Do you have a picture of your ring?
I gave you the picture.
There we go. But you also gave me one off the internet, right?
Right.
And the
That
one
was
off
just
the
a-
internet has a very big diamond. What size is a diamond off the internet?
It's a carat, and it looks larger because it's a picture. It always looks larger, you know, compared to the actual item. That's a comparable ring, the same platinum diamond engagement ring, almost identical.
I feel so bad for you, you have no idea. I'm also so mad at you because I totally understand if you pawned your jewelry because they were going to give you $2,000 loan and that would keep you out of being evicted. I don't get why someone pawns their jewelry for $150. That I don't get. That's when you see that kind of desperate. $150 isn't going to make a difference in being evicted. $150 isn't going to make a difference in hunger. $150 isn't going to make a difference in anything. So it leads me to believe that there might be a different reason for the pawn, but I don't know because I have no evidence of that. All I know is that you pawned, according to you, stuff worth $5,000 in order to get $150, which is a very stupid move. In particular, in light of the fact that you agree that under no circumstances will any claim exceed the amount of double the pawn, and therefore I'm ruling in your favor in the amount of double the pawn. That's $300 verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, the judge's award is limited to what it says on the disclaimer on the slip. So step on in a little bit closer and tell me what you think of walking out of this courtroom with that amount to $300.
Very, very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Sad?
Yeah.
Is it a tear on the cheek there? What are the tears for?
Just, my eyes are just sensitive.
Oh, okay. What good did the $150 do for you at that time?
Not much.
So what do you think of this whole scenario now? What happened?
Just really upset with the outcome.
All right. Sorry. So, you win this case. Do you have any empathy for?
I feel sorry for her, but I really don't know she pawned the 5,000 worth jewelry or not.
You don't believe it?
No, I don't believe, because our business is pawning, and with pawning we get interest.
So you're saying she's trying to scam you?
Yes.
Harvey?
This is real important. When you go to a pawn shop, you're making a deal with the pawn shop owner. Get the jewelry appraised before you go into the pawn shop. You can make a better deal. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.